Good morning students. Today we will see 5 more questions of the lesson Ecosystem, that is 7th lesson in plus 2 Biobotany. Students, this is the third video in this lesson Ecosystem, and first 5 mark of this lesson is list out the significance of plant succession. Answer is given in page number 151. In page number 151 under the topic 7.3.4 significance of plant succession, students, you underline the lines which I am reading. First point number 1 is it helps to study the several stages of a plant community found in a particular area. Point number 2, it helps to understand the controlled growth of one or more species in a forest. Third point, dams can be protected by preventing siltation. Fourth point, it gives information about the techniques to be used during reforestation and afforestation. Next, it helps in the maintenance of pastures. Next, it helps to maintain species diversity in the ecosystem. Next one, during succession are influenced by resource availability and disturbances by various factors. Then next point is primary succession, that is definition for the primary succession. The colonization of habitat of an area divide of life is called primary succession. Next is definition for secondary succession. Is the re-establishment of a particular community in a disturbed area or habitat. Then forest and vegetation we come across all over the world are as a result of plant succession. Next question, close the bracket students. Next question, how a forest is formed from a hydrosphere? Explain. Answer for this question is given in page number 149-150. How a forest is formed from a hydrosphere? Explain. That is, first point is define hydrosphere. Page number in 149, first line. The succession in a freshwater ecosystem is referred as hydrosphere, and different stages for the transformation of hydrosphere into a forest are phytoplankton stage, submerged plant stage, submerged free floating stage. Next page number 150, reed swarm stage, marshmallow stage, shrub stage, forest stage. Students, there are 7 stages for the transformation of hydrosphere into a forest. You should write all the 7 stages, whatever you learned in the 2 marks and 3 mark question. Next, otherwise you can also write this. Next one, third question, what is plant succession? Describe the different types of plant succession with example. Answer is in page number 148-149. What is plant succession? For that, page number 148, plant succession, from the first paragraph, third line, successive replacement of one type of plant community by the other of the same area or place is known as plant succession. Close the bracket. Describe the different types of plant succession with example. The different types of plant succession are classification of plant succession. Types of plant succession is given, page number 148. Primary succession, that you already studied for 2 marks and 3 mark question. Secondary succession, what is secondary succession? Also you studied 2 mark and 3 mark question. Then allogenic succession, that also studied for 2 mark and 3 mark. All the 3 types of succession you have to write. Next question, fourth question, differentiate primary succession and secondary succession. Answer is given in page number 148. In a tabular column, green colored box, this direct answer is given, difference between primary and secondary succession. The next, fifth one, what is plant succession? List out the characteristics of ecological succession. Answer is given in page number 148. First of all, you should write the definition, that is in the first paragraph. Already you learned that for plant succession, define plant succession. Successive replacement of one type of plant community by the other in the same area or place is known as plant succession. Next, the characteristics of ecological succession. It is given under the heading 7.3.1 characteristics of ecological succession. There are 7 points are given. You should write all the 7 points. Changes in specific structure of a plant community. Underline the words. Changes of abiotic and biotic factors. Unstable community into stable community. Gradual progression in species diversity, total biomass, niche specialization, and humus content of soil takes place. Simple food chain to complex food web. The next is lower and simple life form to the higher life form. Last point, it creates interdependence of plants and animals. Next question. Question number 6. Explain pond ecosystem with a diagram. Explain pond ecosystem with a diagram. Answer is given in page number 143-44. Page number 143 and 144. Pond ecosystem. Structure of pond ecosystem. Under the headings at the last of the page, one heading is given. Structure of pond ecosystem. From that, you should open the bracket. It is a classical example for natural, aquatic, freshwater, lentic type of ecosystem. It's a pond ecosystem. From that, open the bracket from there. Come to the next page, page number 144. Up to decomposes. Up to decomposes, you have to write. Read the paragraph and contents of the passage should write. The next question. Seventh question. Describe stratification of pond ecosystem with a diagram. Page number 144. Page number 144. Stratification of pond ecosystem is given under the heading based on the factors like distance from the shore, penetration of light from the line. You should open the bracket till the end of the paragraph with the diagram. Diagrammatic sketch shows stratification of pond ecosystem. The next question is 8th question. Draw the flow chart for the type of ecosystem. For the types of ecosystem. Page number 143. Different types of ecosystem. In page number 143, under the heading 7.2.10 types of ecosystem, there is a flow chart is given. Ecosystem are of two types, natural and artificial. Artificial ecosystem is man-made and it is of two. Natural ecosystem is of two types. They are terrestrial ecosystem, aquatic. The next aquatic ecosystem are of two types, freshwater ecosystem, marine, and lotic, lentic. Freshwater ecosystem are of two types, lotic, lentic. For that, for all the ecosystem, you should write the example. That is for natural ecosystem, forest ecosystem example. Artificial ecosystem, rice field, maize field, like that you should write the examples. The next 9th question. What is phosphorus cycle? Draw diagrammatic sketch showing phosphorus cycle. Page number 142. Phosphorus cycle. At page number 142 it is given. It's a type of sedimentary cycle. Already phosphorus is found in the biomolecules like DNA, RNA, ATP, NADP, phospholipid molecules of living organism. Phosphorus is not abundant in biosphere, whereas bulk quantity of phosphorus is present in rock deposit, marine sediments and guano. It is released from the deposit by weathering process. From there till the end of the paragraph, in the next page, page number 143, and also diagrammatic sketch showing phosphorus cycle, figure 7.12 you should draw. The next question, 10th question. What is carbon cycle? Draw the diagrammatic sketch showing carbon cycle. Page number 142. Students, page number 142. Under the heading carbon cycle, the circulation of carbon between organism and environment is known as carbon cycle. And the whole paragraph you should write. Above that, one diagrammatic sketch showing carbon cycle is given, figure number 7.11. That also you should draw. The next question, 11th question, define food web. What are the significance of food web? Page number 138. Answer is given in page number 138, food web. Define food web. Page number 138, food web. Under the heading 7.2.6 food web, the interlocking pattern of a number of food chain form a web-like arrangement called food web. Close the bracket. And what are the significance of food web? It is given in page number 139. There are 4 points. Food web is constructed to describe species interaction called direct interaction. From that, open the bracket, till the ecosystem and aquatic ecosystem. So 4 points are there. All the 4 points you should write. The next question, 12th question. What is the shape of pyramid of number in pond ecosystem? Y. Draw diagram. Page number 139. Answer for this question is given in page number 139. What is the shape of pyramid of number in pond ecosystem? Pyramid of number in pond ecosystem is up. Pyramid of number in pond ecosystem is upright. That is under the heading pyramid of number, second paragraph. There is a gradual decrease in the number of organisms in each trophic level from producer to primary consumer and then to secondary consumer and finally tertiary consumer. The pyramid of number in pond ecosystem is always upright. And the diagram for the question is given in page number 139, second diagram B. You have to draw. The next question, 13th question. Pyramid of number in forest ecosystem is spindle shaped Y. Page number 139. Page number 139. Pyramid of number in forest ecosystem is always spindle shaped. That is under the heading pyramid of number, third paragraph. In a forest ecosystem, the pyramid of number is somewhat different in shape from there to the whole paragraph. Therefore, the pyramid of number in forest ecosystem looks spindle shaped. Close the bracket. And the diagram for this question is given in C. Diagram C. You have to draw the diagram C. The next question, 14th question. Pyramid of number in parasite ecosystem is inverted Y. Page number 139, 140. Fourth paragraph. That is under the heading pyramid of number, fourth paragraph. The pyramid of number in parasite ecosystem is always inverted. From there to the next page, page number 140. First paragraph. Traffic level from producer to tertiary consumer. And the diagram for this question is given in page number 139. Diagram D. Diagram D you have to draw. The next question, 15th question. Pyramid of energy in all ecosystem is always upright Y. Answer is given in page number 140. Pyramid of energy. Last of the page. Third heading. Pyramid of, third subheading. Pyramid of energy. A graphical representation of energy flow at each successive trophic level in an ecosystem is called pyramid of energy. From there the whole paragraph. Therefore, the pyramid of energy is always upright. And the diagram for this question is given in page number 140, figure 7.9, pyramid of energy. You have to draw the diagram. The next question, 16th question. Pyramid of biomass in pond ecosystem is always inverted Y. Answer for this question is page number 140. Pyramid of biomass. Under the heading pyramid of biomass in pond ecosystem, third paragraph. In pond ecosystem, the bottom of the pyramid, from there you open the bracket and end of the paragraph. Therefore, the pyramid of biomass is always inverted in shape. Close the bracket. And the diagram for this question is page number 140. Diagram C. Diagram C. The next question, Pyramid of biomass in grassland and forest ecosystem are always upright. Why? Page number 140. Pyramid of biomass. Under the heading Pyramid of biomass, second paragraph. In grassland and forest ecosystem. You have to write the second paragraph fully. Pyramids are upright pyramids of biomass. Close the bracket. And the diagram for this is page number 140, first diagram A. The next question, 18th question. Explain food web in grassland ecosystem. Explain food web in grassland ecosystem with a diagrammatic representation. Answer is given in page number 138. Explain food web in grassland ecosystem with a diagrammatic representation. Answer is given in page number 138. In grassland ecosystem, grazing food chain is given page number 138 under the heading food chain. Under the heading grazing food chain. There main source of energy for the grazing food chain is the sun. From there you open the bracket till the end of the paragraph. Food from secondary consumer. Answer for this question, diagram for this question is given in figure 7.4, diagrammatic representation of grazing food chain. You have to draw that one. And students, explain food chain, not food web. Correct that. This food, not food web, food chain. Explain the food chain in grassland ecosystem. This is the correct one. The next question, rest of the question we will see in the same video. Wait, please wait. Students, next question number 19. 19th question is, what is food chain? What are the two types of food chain? Explain with a diagram. Answer is given in page number 138. What is food chain? Page number 138. Under the heading 7.2.5 food chain, the movement of energy from producer up to top carnivore is called food chain. And what are the two types of food chain? The two types of food chain are grazing food chain and detritus food chain. Grazing food chain, detritus food chain. Explain with a diagram. Grazing food chain, you have already studied grazing food chain. Now, with that grazing food chain, you have also studied detritus food chain. This is a second subheading given in the same page, and the diagram is given below each of the paragraph. Grazing food chain and detritus food chain. All the diagram also you have to draw. The next question, 20th question. Prove second law of thermodynamics with example. Page number 137, 138. Prove second law of thermodynamics. 20th question. Page number 137. Second law of thermodynamics. Under the heading second law of thermodynamics subheading, come to the fourth line. As energy is transferred from one organism to another in the form of food, a portion of it is stored as energy in living tissue, whereas large part of energy is dissipated as heat through respiration. The transfer of energy is irreversible natural process. Example, 10% law. Then 10% law also you have to write. The law was proposed by Lindman. This is one mark. Underline that. They state that during transfer of food energy from one trophic level to other, only about 10% is stored at energy level and rest of them is lost in respiration decomposition in the form of heat. Hence this is called 10% law. And the example also you have to write shown that from that from there to next next page, the page number 138. First paragraph also you have to write with the diagram 10% loss, figure number 7.3. The next question and the last question of this chapter is name the food chain which is generally present in all type of ecosystem, explain and write their significance. The food chain present in all type of ecosystem is, students, answer for this question is given in page number 138. Page number 138 it is given. The food chain found in all type of ecosystem is detritus food chain. The food chain which is found in all type of ecosystem is detritus food chain. Page number 138. Under the heading detritus food chain, it is given this type of food chain begins with a dead organic matter which is an important source of energy. From there to end of the paragraph, that is detritus. This is called a detritus food chain. Close the bracket and write their significance. The significance of detritus food chain also the same only. The second paragraph of the detritus food chain. Transfer of energy from the dead organic matter is transferred to series of organic detritus consumer, small carnivore with repeated eating and being eaten respectively. This is called detritus food chain. Students, for this question, for the question number 21, name the food chain which is generally present in all type of ecosystem is detritus food chain. Explain. It is given in page number 138 and and the third part of the question, that is write their significance, is not there. You don't study this. This is enough. Explain. Name the food chain which is generally present in all type of ecosystem. Explain that food chain. Students, so far we have seen 21 5-mark question. Study all the question and get ready for the examination. Thank you. All the best. God bless you.